How everybody earned a raise at a Fortune 500 company by learning how to deal above the line, what I call the $2 rule. You know, a great mentor, Dr. Edwards Deming, who's the total quality management engineer that transformed Japan to the quality they put out today, taught that oftentimes people choose to operate in the zones of blame, justification, or shame. Always blaming why they can or cannot do something, or justifying why they can or cannot do something, or operating in shame. Oh, golly, I just wasn't ever taught that, or I'm not smart enough, or whatever. He said that it's all an absolute waste of time, energy, and money. It's only when you deal above the line, that of always being responsible and accountable, that we progress. In other words, to be able to respond with all of your ability and being accountable, that we actually progress. And so Marshall Thurber, one of my mentors, took this advice from Dr. Deming, went to a Fortune 500 company, and for 90 days employed what we call the $2 rule. Anytime anybody chose to deal below the line, they had to contribute $2 to jars that were strategically located. They were going to donate the proceeds to a charity. Do you know in 90 days they collected $250,000 that they donated to charity, but the productivity of the company went through the roof. Everybody got a raise. So we teach this to our children and grandchildren, our employees. When we take family vacations with a purpose, this is one of our favorite lessons, is the $2 rule. And so if we go scuba diving and our daughter Mindy shows up without her snorkel, mask, and fins, and she blames it on her brother Aaron bugging her, or if she were to justify and say, well, I broke the straps on my fins yesterday snorkeling, therefore I didn't bring them, she's justifying. Or if she says, you know me, Dad, you always have to remind me, it doesn't matter. It's an absolute waste of time, energy, resources. We have to go back and get the snorkel, mask, and fins. So we teach this to our children and grandchildren. Let me tell you something. Just last year, Sherry, my wife, and I, we took three of our granddaughters, an 8-year-old Sadie and two 12-year-olds, and we were teaching this concept at a dinner table, and you wonder if they're getting it. No, they get it. Let me tell you. After we practiced the $2 rule the rest of the week, about a week after we returned from Maui, they're having dinner at my son-in-law and daughter's house, and little 8-year-old Sadie, is there at the dinner table, and her dad, my son-in-law, does what most fathers do. He belches. Now, these fathers make these bodily noises and then blame it on one of the kids, and that's exactly what unfolded at dinner table. He blamed it on his 12-year-old daughter, Avalie, and says, Avalie, excuse yourself. Sadie immediately said, Dad, don't you know about blame, justification, and shame? That was $2. So be responsible and accountable. Choose to live your life by dealing above the line and apply the $2 rule in your life. It's fun.